If you ever wanted to see someone who preys on others get what's coming to them, then this story will hit you hard. Hit that like button, subscribe, and settle in, because this is a story of anger, betrayal, and the kind of revenge that makes predators think twice before ever trying again. That night was supposed to be fun. Loud music, sweaty bodies, flashing lights. It was a kind of underground concert where everyone knew everyone. My best friend and I had been part of this community for years. We trusted it. It was our safe place. And then I saw him. Her ex, the guy who'd always give me a bad feeling. Fake smile, wandering eyes, the kind of man who acted like women were prey. She tried to ignore him, but I caught the way her shoulders tensed when she noticed him at the bar. At first, everything seemed normal. We were dancing, laughing, losing ourselves in the music. Then she handed me her drink while she ran to the bathroom. I thought nothing of it, but when she came back, she took a sip, and within minutes, something was wrong. Her pupils blew wide, her legs wobbled. Then she collapsed, her skull slamming against the concrete floor. I'll never forget the sound. Panic, people screaming, an ambulance, and him, the ex, slipping out of the venue like a rat. I rode in the ambulance, clutching her hand, begging her to wake up, but she wasn't herself. Her body convulsed. She thrashed, screamed nonsense. It was like watching a horror movie unfold in real life. And the hospital? They treated her like trash. The paramedics didn't even mention she'd been drugged. The staff rolled their eyes, whispering, "Asterisk, just another drunk girl." Asterisk, do you know what it feels like to stand there, watching someone you love fight for their life, while professionals dismiss you? My fists clenched so tight my nails cut into my palms. I demanded they run tests. I demanded they treat her like a victim, not a problem. But then I learned the cruelest truth. Most hospitals in the U.S. don't even test for the drugs predators actually use. She could have died, and they wouldn't have even bothered to look. When she finally stabilized, I thought the nightmare was over. But it wasn't, because her ex, he was still out there, smiling, attending the same concerts, the same events, lurking. I went at everyone I could. Club owners, DJs, promoters. I showed them his picture. I told them what he did. And do you know what they said? Asterisk, we can't ban someone just because of accusations. Asterisk, accusations? I watched her collapse. I watched her fight for her life. But to them, his reputation was more important than her safety. That was the breaking point. That's when my grief turned into fire. I realized the system wouldn't protect her. The police wouldn't. The clubs wouldn't. The community wouldn't. So I would, if no one wanted to hold him accountable, then I would make sure everyone knew exactly who he was and what he'd done. The thought of him slipping another pill into another girl's drink made my blood run cold. My friend almost died. I wasn't about to watch another woman go through that. I started collecting evidence. Screenshots of his texts, witnesses who saw him hovering near her drink, medical records that prove her injuries weren't just drunk behavior. Then I did something promoters couldn't ignore. I went public. I created a detailed post on every community forum, every Facebook group, every event page we were part of. I didn't just name him. I laid out every fact, every detail, every red flag he left behind. And it spread like wildfire. One by one, women came forward. Asterisk, he did that to me too. Asterisk, asterisk, I always felt unsafe around him. Asterisk, asterisk, he cornered me once at a party. Asterisk, the pattern was undeniable. The same promoters who told me we can't ban him suddenly changed their tune. Venues started putting his photo at the door, instructing staff not to let him in. DJs refused to play if he showed up. His entire hunting ground was ripped away from him. And the best part? His reputation. His carefully crafted charm was obliterated. He wasn't a slick guy anymore. He was that creep, the predator, the danger no one wanted around. The last time I saw him, he was standing outside a venue, arms crossed, trying to argue with security as they blocked him from entering. The same guy who once smirked at us, who thought he was untouchable, now looked small, pathetic, powerless. He saw me across the street. Our eyes met, and for the first time, he looked scared. That was my justice. That was my revenge. Because predators thrive in silence, in shadows. I dragged him into the light. And once everyone saw who he really was, he lost everything that made him dangerous. Sometimes revenge isn't about fists or fire. It's about exposure. It's about refusing to stay silent when silence keeps monsters safe. He thought no one would hold him accountable. But the truth, that was the one thing he couldn't escape. If this story gave you chills, smash that like button and tell me in the comments. Do you think public exposure is the most powerful kind of revenge? And don't forget to subscribe for more stories where justice finds the people who think they're untouchable.